What's going on, everybody? WrestleMania 32, the biggest show of the year, the granddaddy of them all, WWE Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, NBA Finals, all wrapped into one. WrestleMania 32 just ended, and this is my review on it. Before I get to my review, I'm going to go to my poll that I put out on Twitter asking people to rate WrestleMania. And the numbers were 3, let me find them, 3 and I think 7, 8 or something like that. Anyways, I said rate tonight's almost 10-hour WrestleMania 32 show. It wasn't 10 hours, but felt like it. Anyways, 128 votes. That's pretty good. So thank you all, whoever voted. Whoever watches this, if you voted, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, the numbers I had was 3, a 3 rating, a 7, 8.5, and 10. So far, 3 is winning with 38% of the vote. 7 has 27%, 8.5 has 22%, and 10 has 13%. So thank you all for voting on my Rate WrestleMania poll. If you did, thank you. I want to get that many votes. If it was a normal pay-per-view, I'm sure I got so many votes because it's WrestleMania, and a lot more people are on Twitter during WrestleMania than other pay-per-views. That's a fact. Anyways, I'm going to check. WrestleMania is number 1, still on Twitter, trending, number 1. Earlier it was up, I believe when The Rock appeared, it was up to 1.7 million tweets, where I guess where they use a hashtag, WrestleMania. So they count them up on Twitter and they list the numbers of the number 1 trend. They started listing the numbers now. In WrestleMania 32 right now at 11:10 p.m., WrestleMania ended probably 20 minutes ago. Anyways, WrestleMania number 1 trend right now has 2.14 or 2,014,000 tweets, I believe. It's or 2.14. So whatever that is. 2 million got, I think, 14,000 or maybe 140,000 or 2,000,1,400 maybe, I don't know. That's a big fucking number. I mean, over 2 million people still tweeting about WrestleMania. That's big. Congratulations to WWE. They kicked ass on Twitter tonight. WrestleMania was number 1 for probably over 6 hours, and it still is. And the tweets have gone up about WrestleMania. It's up over 2 million tweets on Twitter. I know I tweeted WrestleMania, the hashtag WrestleMania, I probably tweeted it out probably 400 times. Because I've been on Twitter since the pre-show, since the kickoff started at 4 p.m. where I live. Anyways, so I'll get the poll, I'll check it one more time. It has the number 3 rating is still leading with 37%. And now 8.5 has 22% and 7 has 26%. I wouldn't rate it a 3. I mean, the show did go on way too long. It should have ended at, it ended like 11 o'clock or like 10:58 or 56 here. Or it felt like it ended around 10:50 or after. It should have ended at 10 o'clock, in my opinion. So I'm sure a lot of people got bored with certain parts. I understand that. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal was kind of boring, but I was glad to see a new guy win and come to the main roster. Anyways, thanks for voting. 130 votes have been cast so far. Now, this review, I don't know how long I'm going to go. I might go an hour. So you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. It doesn't really matter to me. You can watch 5 minutes, or you can watch 5 seconds, or you can watch, I don't know, 45 minutes. If I get too boring, just cut it off. You don't gotta keep listening and watching. Anyways, you want to watch other people's reviews that are 10 minutes, 5 minutes, go ahead. I don't care. But I would like to think I'm good at reviews and somebody would like to watch me talk over 20 minutes. Anyways, start off with the kickoff. WrestleMania kickoff panel was Renee Young, Booker T, and Lita. Lita's always working these panels for NXT kickoffs, and now I guess she works on the WrestleMania kickoff. I don't know where Byron was at ringside calling matches, I believe, with Ronaldo and Jerry Lawler. So that's why Byron wasn't at the panel table. Kicked off with, the first match was Kalisto in the first hour of the kickoff. As I said, it started at 4 o'clock. For me, the kickoff started at 4 o'clock and it was 2 hours long. Started with a lot of talking, a lot of hyping, a couple video packages shown, and then we got to the first match for the U.S. title. Kalisto defended against Ryback. This match was okay. I mean, it was an okay little man versus big man match. It was pretty decent. It wasn't great, but it was decent. I enjoyed it because Kalisto won and retained. If he would have lost, I would have been fucking pissed because I'm not a fan of Ryroid. He should go pop some more roids and feed himself more. Because that's all I see when I see Ryback. When I see Ryback, all I see is a guy that looks like he's on the juice. And he just looks like a fucking roided out juice head. He's not good in the ring. He's not even good at promos. Ryback, in my opinion, is not a great talent. He's okay, but the guy just, every time I see him, I think he just looks like a steroid freak that wants someone to feed him more needles or pills. Or steroid cream that where you can't get busted in tests. Anyways, Kalisto defeated Ryback. As I said, it was a decent match. Thank God Kalisto won and retained the title. Thank God, because he's a good U.S. champion. I want him to keep the U.S. title. I want him to stay U.S. champion. So glad Kalisto won. Up next on the kickoff, we went to hour 2. And Renee kept talking about, Renee Young I'm talking about, she kept saying, look at this crowd. I can't believe how many people are here. Why would you say that? You fucking know that probably 100,000 were going to show up, or 90,000 or 85,000, so I don't know why you were surprised with how many people were there. But whatever. I love Renee Young. She does a great job. Great job at her job. And they went backstage a couple of times to Kathy Kelly, the new female WWE interviewer. She acted kind of nervous and like she almost messed up her words and mixed up a couple words when she was talking to Paul Heyman, but I give her a pass because she is probably nervous. This is her first WrestleMania attending and working. So Kathy Kelly, I'm sure, will get better. She's hot as hell. And I'm sure she'll get better at her job. It was probably just the nerves of WrestleMania that got to her. And Tom Phillips worked with her, and Paul Heyman owned Tom Phillips, which was pretty damn funny. And then after Paul Heyman owned him, cutting a promo on him, he goes, Kathy Kelly, thank you very much. And then he goes, you were very good at your job. And he put down Tom Phillips, which was great. I like Tom Phillips too. The guy's a great announcer in calling NXT. I have nothing against Tom Phillips. I'm just saying it's funny that he got put down by Paul Heyman and got owned on the mic. Well, Paul Heyman basically could own anybody. Back and forth. Paul Heyman would own probably anybody. Up next, second hour of the kickoff went to the USA Network, and it stayed on the WWE Network. I guess this was good for WWE because people that don't have the network could have saw a 1 hour kickoff of WrestleMania, and maybe they decided to order WWE Network if they were watching USA. Or maybe they decided to order WrestleMania on pay-per-view and pay $60. I wasn't going to pay no goddamn $60 because I have the network. Thank God for the network, because WrestleMania $60 is way too much to pay to see wrestling, even if it's 6 hours or 4 hours, whatever, on pay-per-view. So the second hour of the kickoff started with the 10 Divas tag. Team Total Divas, Brie, Paige, Natalya, Eva Marie, and Alicia Fox. I didn't follow this match that close. I tried to. I saw a couple spots in it, and I did see the finish. Anyways, Brie, I believe I read some news that Brie wants to retire tomorrow on Raw after WrestleMania. I don't know if WWE will acknowledge it and bring it up. I don't know if they're going to let Brie say goodbye or if they won't even mention it. I don't know. They're probably not too happy that Brie wants to retire, but they can't do a damn thing about it. And Brie deserves to start a family with Daniel Bryan, her husband, or Bryan Danielson. She deserves to have babies and start a family with them because that's what they want to do. And Bryan ain't going to be wrestling anymore, so he might as well have kids, because he could be home with them. Anyways, Team Total Divas, Eva Marie did not fit with them. The minute she got in the ring and tried to get heat, putting her arms out like this, trying to get crowd reaction, the crowd booed her out of the building. Or out of AT&T Stadium. Anyways, then Team Bad and Blonde were Tamina, Naomi, Lana, Summer Rae, and Emma. Lana made her in-ring debut, and she looked okay in a couple moves that she did. She did a scissors kick in the face of Paige, I believe, which looked pretty impressive. Lana has a athletic background. I believe she was a gymnast for years, and she's a gymnast. So Lana has some athleticism. She didn't do that much, but she didn't really have to because there were so many divas in there. But Lana, her outfit, her wrestling gear was tremendous. It was very, tight. I don't know what you call it. It might have been spandex. I don't know. Not spandex. Whatever that fucking rubber material is. Can't think of the name. Anyways, Lana, her wrestling gear was fantastic. She looked hot as hell. It was great seeing Lana with her hair down, and it was great seeing her in that wrestling gear. Paige got a couple spots in, picked up Emma, caught Emma, threw her over her head. That's a good spot. Emma got a couple spots in. Alicia Fox did her scissors axe kick, which is her finisher. But Team Bad and Blonde win, and it was a pretty decent 10 Divas tag for what it was. It wasn't awful, it was okay. I didn't watch that much of it live, as I said, because I was on Twitter, but I'm going to go back and watch it someday, sometime, because I want to see everything Lana did. I'm also a big fan of Emma. We know she can wrestle. Big fan of Natty and Paige. We all know they can wrestle. And Naomi, in my opinion, in this match, she looked very sloppy. Like she was going to injure somebody. She didn't look on her A game. She looked unsafe, like she was going to injure somebody. I don't know what her problem is. She better fix that. Up next on the kickoff was the second match on the second hour. It was the Dudley Boys. I felt bad for the Dudleys because they had to be on the damn kickoff. They deserve enough respect. They've been in the business long enough. they deserve to be on the main show. But whatever. At least they're still at WrestleMania, wrestling in front of that crowd. So the Dudleys come out. They get a good reaction. The Usos come out. They get booed out of the stadium. People didn't like the Usos. I don't like the Usos. Not a fan of them. And the Usos probably get more hate and get more boos because they announced that a while ago, they announced that they're cousins of Roman Reigns. If they never announced that, they probably wouldn't get that much hate. But they do. Anyways, Dudleys lose, which I was pissed because I want to see the Dudleys win. Dudleys lose, the Usos get some revenge and put the Dudleys on a table and jump off the top rope and do a double splash through the table. So, good for the Usos that they did that spot, I guess. Still do not like the Usos. Probably never will unless they turn heel. And they would have to really change their characters and be a badass heel. Anyways, because as babyfaces, the Usos fucking suck and are boring as hell, in my opinion. So now to the main show. We had the first match. First we had the national anthem. Done by, I forgot the name of the group. I know there's like 4 or 5 girls. Fifth Harmony. I believe their name is Fifth Harmony. I think they're on some MTV show or some TV show before. I don't know I don't know who they work for. If they work for P. Diddy, I don't know. But Fifth Harmony did the singing. They were okay. They could sing pretty good, but I'm not a fan of their music. I don't even know their music. I never heard it. So anyways, after that, they go to WrestleMania package. Great WrestleMania package showing a lot of legends like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, Andre the Giant. And they did not show Hulk Hogan for some reason. Like, Hulk Hogan wasn't a part of a lot of WrestleManias. The guy was a main event in like 8 or 9 WrestleManias. And stupid ass WWE disrespects Hogan and doesn't show him at all. That was pathetic. Because Hogan was there from WrestleMania 1 until 9. And then he came back and was at 18 and 19 and 21. And then he appeared at 30. So, I mean, a guy that built your company and Hulk Hogan, along with Vince, built that company. They should have at least showed at least an old picture of Hogan at a WrestleMania. Body slamming Andre the Giant, at least. But no, they're acting like they're never going to ever show Hogan on TV again. But they mention his name sometimes. Anyways, first match of WrestleMania was the IC title ladder match. This was a insane high spot finisher fest. Because you had guys hitting high spots and finishers. Dolph Ziggler hit a couple super kicks on a lot of guys. You had some notes here I wrote down. Dolph Ziggler hit a lot of super kicks. And then Sin Cara did a springboard. He was falling off the ladder, still holding onto it. He jumped off the top rope, springboarded off the top rope, did a dive onto the outside. That was a cool spot. And then Sin Cara, during the match, falls through the ladder that was set up outside. Cody Rhodes, a.k.a. Stardust, was laying on the ladder. Sin Cara falls through Cody Rhodes, through Stardust, and the ladder breaks. That was an awesome spot. Got a great crowd reaction. In this match, this IC title match, even though we saw it last year at WrestleMania 31, it was damn entertaining. It was still very entertaining to watch, and it was well done because there was a lot of great talent in it. If Neville wouldn't have been injured, I think Neville would have been in this match, but he was replaced, I believe, by Zack Ryder, and The Miz was in here. And before, I already said, Sin Cara fell through the ladder, crashing onto Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn did a spot, I don't know what the move's called, I forgot. Grabbed Kevin Owens from behind, flipped him backwards on the back of his head into the ladder. That was a brutal spot. Kevin Owens had to get a little bit injured there because it looked like he got injured. And then Kevin Owens hits a frog splash. Sami Zayn was laid out on the ladder. Kevin Owens goes up to the top, does a frog splash on top of Sami Zayn on top of the ladder. That was awesome. Another great spot. And then The Miz comes in. Dolph Ziggler was almost going to get the title, but he didn't get it. The Miz comes in the ring. When everybody was out of the ring, taken out. Miz climbs up, and then he sits down on top of the ladder, and he's about to win the IC title. Miz was about to grab it and win. And I was thinking, please no, please do not have the Miz win, because that'd be boring. Miz would be a boring Intercontinental Champion. He's already been the champion a lot. Miz does not need to hold a title anymore in the WWE. Anyways, Miz was about to get it, but no. Zack Ryder comes up from behind him, gets him off the ladder, and Zack Ryder starts reaching for the title. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, they're really going to let Zack Ryder win the IC title? And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that because I couldn't believe it. I was happy. And then Zack Ryder pulls the title off the thing. And Zack Ryder wins and is the new Intercontinental Champion. I was shocked. I was surprised. I couldn't believe it. I had Kevin Owens winning and retaining. I was obviously wrong. I was also wrong about Team Bad and Blonde winning. They lost. I was also wrong about the Dudleys winning. They lost. So my predictions are 0 for 3 so far. But who cares? I don't care that I was wrong. Anyways, so Zack Ryder is the new Intercontinental Champion. As I said, I was shocked and surprised, but also very happy for the guy. He's been in WWE a long time, and he's busted his fucking ass. Zack Ryder, the Long Island IZ, former Internet Champion, former U.S. Champion. Zack Ryder deserves to be champion. It's some disrespectful asshole on Twitter tweeted me, fuck Zack Ryder, that he didn't deserve anything. Well, that person got blocked because they're a disrespectful idiot. Zack Ryder has busted his ass. He's gone to NXT. They probably asked him to team up with Mojo Rawlings. They probably asked him to go down there, help Mojo. He did it. The guy's a company man. He has done everything they asked him. So it was very nice to see Zack Ryder get rewarded and win the Intercontinental title. Congratulations, Zack Ryder. It was awesome that you got your WrestleMania moment. Your first ever WrestleMania moment. Congrats. And Zack Ryder, by the way, probably a lot of jealous assholes on Twitter just disrespect him. Also, probably, I don't know, if they don't like him, doesn't mean you gotta disrespect a wrestler and say fuck the wrestler. Anyways, that's just being disrespectful and stupid, and that's not being a wrestling fan if you're cursing out a wrestler that you don't even fucking know. Anyways, that's stupid. That's stupidity. But also, a lot, people are probably angry that Zack Ryder is winning at life and has a gorgeous girlfriend in Emma. And now he has the IC title. So he has the gold and the girl. So all you Zack Ryder haters that said fuck him, fuck you. Because he's winning at life. And you're losing. You're obviously losing because you had to bash Zack Ryder for winning. And you think he sucks? No, you fucking suck. So, up next, after Zack Ryder won the IC title, very happy for him. I was very happy for the guy. I wanted Sami Zayn to win, but his time will come. He'll win the IC title sometime this year. I hope. And Sami Zayn, I'm sure, will go in a feud with Kevin Owens. They'll probably start feuding tomorrow into Extreme Rules. And Zack Ryder, who knows, maybe someone wrote me on Twitter saying Kevin Owens should beat Zack Ryder tomorrow and win the title back. No, he should not. That'd be wrong. And that'd be very stupid booking. But they could do that and just say Zack Ryder because he got his WrestleMania moment. Maybe they'll try to bury him and have him be defeated for the IC title tomorrow by Kevin Owens. I don't know. But I hope they don't bury Ryder and take the title from him, because he deserves a chance to be a great, successful Intercontinental Fighting Champion. Up next, we had AJ Styles versus Y2J, Chris Jericho. I didn't see this entire match because I wasn't paying attention to it all, but I did see a lot of the end. A lot of great moves were hit in this match. AJ, Jericho worked super well together. They got great chemistry. AJ hit his Styles first. Jericho hit the code breaker and AJ kicked out. That was pretty shocking. I don't think a lot of fans expected that. But then AJ hit the Styles Clash, and I thought it was over. When AJ hit the Styles Clash and I saw it, I was like, it's over. AJ's getting his first WrestleMania win on his WrestleMania debut. And then Jericho kicked out of the Styles Clash. So that was damn impressive. And then AJ kept fighting and fighting and fighting. He had the walls of Jericho locked on him. He did not tap. He tried to do a springboard, flying forearm. Jericho caught him, hit the code breaker. That was lights out. Anyways, Y2J gets the win and defeats AJ Styles. I had AJ winning. In my predictions, AJ lost. I was pretty surprised, and I was pretty angry that AJ lost because it was his WrestleMania debut. And Vince, because Vince is making a call, I'm sure, who gets put over. Vince did the same damn thing with Sting. At last year's WrestleMania, Sting jobbed to Triple H. Even though I'm sure Sting didn't care that he was going to lose, he just wanted to work a WrestleMania. And I'm sure AJ doesn't care that he lost because it's business. He was just doing business. I'm sure he didn't care he was losing. But Vince, there's something fucking wrong with you that you wouldn't put over Sting and you wouldn't put over AJ Styles. At WrestleMania, this was his debut match. This was his WrestleMania debut. And Vince, you screwed it up. You fucking screwed over AJ. But hopefully, after WrestleMania, I don't know where they're going to go with AJ Styles and what they're going to have him do and what program he's going to go into. I don't know. But maybe AJ will go after the IC title and have matches with Zack Ryder, even though I don't think he will because there'll be two baby faces. Anyways, Vince, you screwed up. If I was running things, I would have put AJ Styles over because Jericho did not need a WrestleMania win. Jericho has been at many WrestleManias, and he's won and lost. AJ needed a WrestleMania win in his debut, but no, Vince, you fucked it up. Probably because you wanted to bury a TNA guy and teach him a lesson. I don't know why. You're paying AJ a lot of money. I don't know why you wanted to bury him at WrestleMania in his debut, just like you wanted to bury Sting. I guess to shut the door and shut the casket on WCW for the final time. To bury them for good. That's probably why you had Sting lose. Because of your fucking ego. And I don't know what Vince was thinking. I don't really care. I mean, I'm not that upset AJ lost, but it was just really stupid. A very stupid booking decision to have AJ Styles lose his WrestleMania fucking debut. It was a dumb booking decision. I wouldn't have done it. I would have had AJ go over. But I'm not there working. If I was there as a booker, things would be a lot different. Believe me. Anyways. So Vince buried Sting at WrestleMania and buried WCW, put the final nail in the coffin. And I guess tonight, Vince is, sending TNA and Dixie a message that TNA's dead. I don't know what he was doing. Whatever. Very stupid to have AJ lose his WrestleMania debut. Very, very fucking stupid. No brains in that decision at all. Up next we had New Day against the League of Nations. I thought it was going to be 4-on-3 handicapped, but it was 3-on-3. And who was the guy left out? Wade Barrett was the guy left out of the match. I knew he would be because he's leaving soon, and the company's probably punishing him. So that's why he didn't get in the match. Anyways, I thought it was funny as hell that Wade Barrett, former King of the Ring from last year, the guy was the King of the Ring last year. Last June, I think last June or July, he won the King of the Ring on the network. And then, not even a year later, you don't even put him in a WrestleMania match. Unbelievable booking. Treating your king, that was the king last year, treating him like shit and not even putting him in a match on WrestleMania. I'm sure Barrett will probably still get a big WrestleMania payday because he was on the show. Sadly, Titus O'Neil was at home and did not get a payday because of stupid Vince suspending him. Anyways, Wade Barrett was not in the match. I thought that was funny, and I made a joke about it because I'm not a fan of Wade Barrett. The guy's a pussy. He blocks people on Twitter for nothing, for doing nothing, basically. Just saying you suck. He'll block you. So I thought it was funny. Wade Barrett, in my opinion, you got what you deserved, staying off the WrestleMania show. But if I was booking, I would have put Wade Barrett in a match because I wouldn't hold a grudge towards the guy. If I was doing business, I wouldn't even let Wade Barrett know I don't like him. Anyways, League of Nations, Sheamus, Rusev, Del Rio went up against the New Day. New Day came out, had an epic, funny as hell, entertaining entrance. A giant box of bootios. They came out of it. It was epic. And then they had some new gear on. They're dressed up, I believe, as Dragon's Ball Z or some cartoon. Anyways, they looked to me like more Power Rangers. The gear they had on, the giant shoulder pads sticking out, to me it looked like they were dressed as Power Rangers. That's what it looked like to me, but I guess it's Dragon Ball Z. I know what that is, but I've never watched it, and I never care to watch it. Anyways, New Day loses. So my predictions, I am 1, 2, I got Kalisto right. I had Kalisto winning. Thank God he won. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 1, and 4. I am 1 and 4 in predicting because I had the New Day winning, and the New Day lost. They fucking lost at WrestleMania, and it was totally pointless. In my opinion, it's totally pointless to have the League of Nations win when it wasn't for the tag titles. So their win meant nothing and did nothing for them because they did not become tag champs. So it was pointless and stupid to have League of Nations win. New Day should have won. But whatever, I guess the League of Nations won because they wanted to put them over for calling out anybody that they start calling out anybody. Nobody can beat us. Nobody can beat us. And then we saw what happened. So, I believe Wade Barrett or Sheamus got on the mic, said, nobody can defeat us, not anybody, not any three-man team. And out comes and out hits HBK Shawn Michaels' music. I was pretty shocked. I knew Shawn Michaels was going to be on the show. I did not know he was going to be in his wrestling gear. The guy was in his wrestling gear, his wrestling pants, boots on. He was ready to go. Shawn Michaels looked in great shape. Like, the guy could still put on a 30-minute or 1 hour Broadway. Shawn Michaels looked in great shape. So he just started coming to the ring, and he stopped on the ramp. And then he was accompanied by Mick Foley. Mick Foley comes out dressed as Cactus Jack, I believe, because he had his Cactus Jack shirt on. So Mick Foley comes out, and then this got the biggest pop maybe one of the pops of the night. Anyways, Stone Cold Steve Austin's glass breaks. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. He gets a massive, major pop. Crowd exploded. AT&T Stadium exploded. So Stone Cold was dressed not in wrestling gear. Had his Austin or Dallas 316 shirt on. Had his wrists taped up. So Austin looked ready to fight. Mick Foley is ready to fight. Shawn Michaels is ready to fight. They all get in the ring together. This was an awesome WrestleMania moment. If you're an old school fan from 15 years ago, 20 years ago, this was a fucking awesome, great WrestleMania moment. I really enjoyed it. So Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley get in the ring. They face off with the League of Nations. They start beating their fucking ass. Beating them down. And this was just, it was entertaining as hell. Especially if you're a fan of wrestling from 15 years ago. Or longer than that. So as I said, they start beating the crap out of the League of Booties. They start beating their ass. It was great. Stone Cold hit a stunner on, I think, Rusev. Del Rio got super kicked. Sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels looked great, like he hasn't missed a beat. Sweet chin music by Mr. WrestleMania. Mick Foley is doing rapid fire punches in the corner, I think, to Sheamus. It was Sheamus. And he took out Mr. Socko. And he put on Mr. Socko. It was pretty funny. I think I actually have a Mr. Socko. So Mick Foley puts on Mr. Socko and sticks it in the throat, sticks it down the mouth of Sheamus, locks on Mr. Socko. It was pretty damn epic. Pretty great, pretty funny. That Mick Foley took out Mr. Socko as Cactus Jack. He should have wrapped a barbed wire around Mr. Socko. That would have been better. Because it would have fit Cactus Jack. But whatever. I guess every time Mick Foley gets involved in physical action, he has to pull out Mr. Socko because everybody expects it. It's part of his gimmick. Anyways, there's Mr. Socko. Bye-bye to Miss Socko. Bye-bye to Mr. Socko. I'm not going to wear that the entire video. It makes my arm hot as hell. Anyways. So that was good to see Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley working as a fucking team. That would be the greatest three-man team ever. If they ever teamed up in their prime, they would have beat the fuck out of the Freebirds in their prime. And they would have beat the Von Erichs. That would have been the greatest three-man team ever. Stone Cold, Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels. And I don't think they ever teamed up in their prime ever. But whatever. Great moment. Great WrestleMania moment. It was great. And then after that, the New Day gets in the ring, starts trying to dance. They're trying to get Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels to dance. Kofi shaking his ass, trying to twerk, which is always funny. Xavier Woods is trying to dance, trying to get Stone Cold to dance. Stone Cold is looking like this, like, are you nuts? I'm not going to start dancing. Anyways, Shawn Michaels starts moving. Shawn Michaels cannot dance. Starts moving his hips. It was pretty funny. And then Mick Foley starts doing and copying what Big E's doing. He starts going like this. I don't know what the hell Mick Foley was trying to do, but Mick Foley can also not dance. White man cannot dance. But it was still funny as hell and a great WrestleMania moment. And then Xavier Woods is starting to back it on up right in Stone Cold's face, backing his ass up. And Stone Cold's looking, I'm like, what the hell are you? I'm about to knock your ass out. But then Xavier gets in his face and Stone Cold starts moving, starts going like this, starts doing this. Oh my God, it was funny. Stone Cold started trying to dance. But it didn't last long because after that, Xavier Woods turned his back, and when he turned back around, Stone Cold kicked him in the gut and stunnered him. That was awesome. Great WrestleMania moment. And then Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, they all celebrate, and they walk to the back. Up next, we had, I believe it was, I don't know if this was in order, but I think the next match was Brock against Ambrose. I think. In a street fight. I think it was. Anyways, I'll just say it was. So Brock against Ambrose was next. Street fight. This was insane because it was a war. Could have it been better? Yes. How could have it been better? With blood. If one of the guys would have bled a lot, it would have made the match better, but no blood in PG, WWE, PG land. So no blood in this one. But it was still good, still entertaining. Brock Lesnar gave Dean Ambrose 13 suplexes. 13 suplexes. It was insane. Ambrose is going to be hurting probably for weeks, but probably the entire week. And Ambrose, a lot of times, he's bashing Lesnar with the Singapore cane on the back. That looked like it didn't even faze Brock. I'm sure it hurt, but Brock didn't really sell it because the guy's a beast. 13 suplexes and a F5 on a lot of steel chairs. Brock Lesnar gets the win. So now I was 0 for 5, or 1 for 5 in my predictions. 1 for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for 5 in my prediction so far. I predicted one match right, and that match was Kalisto. And the rest, wrong. I even predicted the main event wrong. But whatever. I had Dean Ambrose winning. I thought they may give Dean Ambrose the win to try to push the guy, but no. Brock Lesnar won. He's too unstoppable. 13 suplexes and a F5 on a lot of steel chairs. You are not going to fucking get up from that, people. So Brock won. I'm cool with that. I had no problem with it. Up next, the Women's Championship. During the kickoff on USA Network, they had Lita standing in the ring with a podium where they was obvious they had a new championship under there, but they had it covered. Lita was announcing the women's division, the past champions Sherry Martel, Sensational Sherry, Trish Stratus, Fabulous Moolah. I think she mentioned Jackie, the new Hall of Famer. I don't know who else she mentioned. Herself, women's champion. Former women's champion. Anyways, Lita says this is the first ever new WWE Women's Championship. It is not the old Women's Championship was called it was WWE Women's Championship, but it was started out as a WWF Women's title. So this is the first, I guess, the new belt. It is the first of the new belt, WWE Women's Championship, because it's a new design. It looks like the World Heavyweight Championship, except it's a white strap, and it's, I believe, red. Under the WWE logo, it's all red. I don't think that's pink. I think it was red. Anyways, it looks way, it looks 100 times better than the Divas title did. So long to the Divas title. Get the fuck out of the company is what I say to the Divas title. It can get the fuck out of WWE. It's about time it's about time it leaves. It's about time the term diva leaves the company and leaves WWE. But they're still going to be doing Total Divas for a couple more episodes. I don't know if they're going to do a new season. I don't really care. Even though I do admit I still watch Total Divas when I can. Anyways, they'll probably still call the show Total Divas because it's a reality show. They don't got to change the name Total Divas. But on the main roster, they better start calling it Women's Division. because now they got the women's championship. So the term diva can get the fuck out of the WWE. It doesn't even belong in the WWE. It never belonged there in the first place. But I got very used to saying Divas title, Divas championship, Divas division. I got used to it because WWE shoved it down our throats. But now I'm very happy the term diva can get the fuck out. And the Divas title, that butterfly belt, can also get the fuck out and hit the trash can. And now Nikki Bella's, I'm not trying to make a joke, because Nikki Bella's injured. Obviously, she came out with a neck brace during the kickoff. It was good to see Nikki Bella come out. I don't know why she had to have her wrestling gear on. I thought that was very weird. That Nikki Bella came out with a neck brace and walking pretty slow, and then she had her wrestling gear on. Like, we know she can't wrestle. If she tried to take a bump, she'd probably become paralyzed because she's not healed. So I don't know why she's dressed in her wrestling gear. That was just stupid. But whatever. I guess she came out in her wrestling gear to support Brie and celebrate with Brie. I still thought it was weird and stupid. They should have just had Nikki come out dressed in regular clothes. But whatever. I hope Nikki Bella heals and is 100%. I hope she doesn't have to give up her career and her way of making a living. Even though she doesn't have to work, because she could live off Cena and she could live off her savings. Still, I do not wish Nikki Bella to have to retire because of injury. I hope she heals up and can return, because she did improve last year. But Nikki Bella's Divas title, longest reign in history, really means nothing now, because that title's gone, and the Women's Championship has a new champion. It is Charlotte. And Charlotte, I believe, will probably hold on to the title for a while. Even though I could see Charlotte losing it at Raw to Bayley, because Bayley could be the face of the Diva. Oh my God, did you see that? Did you hear that? I said Divas division. That's not what I meant. It's stuck. I need to get that Divas term, that Divas word out of my head. But I heard it for so many fucking years watching WWE. Anyways, Bayley. If she defeats Charlotte, Bayley could be the face of the women's division, because she is that damn good. And she'd be a great representative of the new Divas. Holy fuck. I said Divas again. It's going to take a while to get Divas out of my head. That term. The word. Anyways, Bayley would be a great representative of the women's division, because she is one of the best women's wrestlers in the business today, along with a couple others. Asuka's one of them. Emma's one of them. Paige is one of them. Natty's one of them. And there are many other great women wrestlers that are on the indies, and in Shimmer, and in Shine, and probably WSU also. Anyways, so Lita, during the kickoff, showed the new women's championship. It looked great. It looked awesome. It looks 100 times better than the Divas title did. Up next, we had the Divas. I'll just say for the last time. I hope I never say Divas again. Divas title. It was not for the Divas title, but I think they were calling it Divas Triple Threat. Whatever. It was for the Women's Championship. The winner of this match got the new Women's title, and will be put down in the record books as a first ever WWE new Women's Champion in 2016. Great triple threat. Fantastic. I said it on Twitter when I was watching. It was the greatest women's triple threat I've ever seen, especially at WrestleMania. It was probably one of the greatest women's triple threat matches I've ever seen in the WWE, definitely. It was so damn good. This match would have been great if it was in NXT. It was awesome. And they probably went over 15 minutes, which was also awesome. It was fantastic. Sasha Banks, during it, she had some new ring gear. Her entrance was fucking epic. I loved it. Some girl was singing her entrance theme. I don't know the girl's name. I forget. Anyway, Snoop Dogg, her cousin, came out singing this other part. I think it was original. It was pretty cool. Snoop Dogg was accompanying Sasha Banks to the ring. His cousin, I'm sure Snoop is very proud of his cousin. And he should be, because she is great. Anyways, I had Sasha Banks. I predicted Sasha would win the title. I was wrong again. So now I'm 1 for 6 in my predictions, but it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. This match was epic. Sasha had new wrestling gear. She's wearing long pants like Eddie Guerrero. They mentioned that Eddie Guerrero was her hero. Wrestling hero. Eddie Guerrero made Sasha want to get into wrestling. When Sasha saw Eddie win the title at No Way Out, 2004, Sasha wanted to get in the business. So Sasha hits a frog splash during this match. That was an awesome spot. I loved it. And the crowd was chanting, doing a lot of chants. I heard women's wrestling. I heard this is awesome. I heard this is wrestling. But the chants, when I was watching, the chants did not sound very loud because of Giant Stadium. The chants were not very loud. And they didn't show up that great on TV, on the network. But whatever. I'm sure the crowd, in person, it was probably very loud. And the chants were probably very loud. What else? Becky was great in this match. As I said, Sasha had a frog splash, which was great. Becky was great in this match. All three of them fought their heart out. And they all busted their ass to put on a great triple threat. Charlotte, the freaking Charlotte, went up to the top. Becky, Sasha were on the outside. Sasha pulled Ric Flair towards her, so Becky jumped over the top rope and took out Ric Flair. That was great. I was happy about that, but then Ric Flair woke up and was holding Sasha Banks down by the legs so she couldn't break up the 3 count. So Flair screwed Sasha and Becky again. Whatever. I'm not upset about the finish. Even though I wanted Sasha to win, she will win the title eventually. So I'm not worried about that. Charlotte does a moonsault. A freaking moonsault off the top rope onto Becky and Sasha onto the floor. That was awesome. I loved that. Seeing that. And then Charlotte locked on a figure 8, her finisher. She also has a natural, I think they call it natural selection, is her other finisher. Anyway, she had the figure 4 locked on, figure 8, whatever it's called. Sasha was breaking out of it, reversing it. Sasha would not quit. Sasha would not tap out. Becky broke it up. And then Becky was almost going to get Charlotte to tap. But then Sasha grabbed Becky, hit her with a backstabber, and locked Becky in the bank statement. Becky was almost going to tap, but she did not. She fought through it. All three women, all three of them looked very good in this match. Very strong. Neither of them looked weak. Neither of them. They all looked great. Anyways, Sasha Banks was about to win. But then she had the bank statement locked on Becky. Charlotte came in, threw Sasha out of the ring. Ric Flair held on to Sasha. And then Charlotte covered Becky 1, 2, 3. And Charlotte wins. I guess wins the new women's championship or retains the women's championship, whatever. I don't have a problem with that. I thought they would have gave Sasha a victory and gave her a WrestleMania moment. But I think the company and Vince are really behind having Charlotte as a face of the women's division. Going forward, I think the company wants Charlotte to be the face of it because she was promoted in that tap-out commercial for a long time. So they probably want Charlotte to be the face of the division probably for a couple months or a year. I don't know how long. But Sasha or Becky, they'll definitely win the title in the future. I just don't know when. And Bayley could debut tomorrow night on Raw. I don't know. I expect her to because she lost to Asuka. So I'm expecting to see Bayley, but maybe she won't even show. I don't know. But, as I said, Divas Women's Triple Threat, one of the greatest triple threats I've ever seen from women, from the ladies. It was fantastic. It was a 5-star match. It was a highlight of WrestleMania. One of the highlights. Up next, oh yeah, in the triple threat for the Women's Championship, they announced it was no DQ and no countout. I was like, what? When the fuck did they start that rule? And then they announced, I think Cole said, because every triple threat match is no DQ because of triple threat rules. I don't remember that ever happening. Triple threats being no DQ, but whatever. I guess championship matches are no DQ. If they're a triple threat, they're no DQ. And I also think the WWE Championship, Roman and Triple H, I think that was also no DQ. It had to be because Stephanie interfered and the ref didn't disqualify Triple H. I think there's no disqualification in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or whatever. Up next we had, after the Women's Championship and Charlotte walked out with a new title holding it, we had, I believe, Hell in a Cell was up next. I thought Hell in a Cell should have been saved for last, but it was up next. Shane McMahon comes out first with his 3 sons. They were doing their dad's gimmick, running around the stage, dancing, doing the shuffle. It was pretty cool to see Shane and his sons get to share a WrestleMania moment together. That was pretty cool. I'm sure in 10 years, 5 years, his sons will remember that probably for the rest of their life. Anyway, Shane comes out first, and The Undertaker comes out. And then by the time The Undertaker got to the ring, it was WrestleMania 42 already. Felt like it took him over 5 minutes or longer. Anyways, but by the end of Hell in a Cell, I was ready to get WrestleMania over with. I wish it would have ended after Hell in a Cell, because I was fucking drained. I'm still tired. But I was tired. My fucking back hurts from sitting, tweeting for over 6 hours during the kickoff and pay-per-view. I stopped tweeting and got out of this fucking hard-ass folding chair where I sit to type on my computer because it takes too fucking long to be texting, typing on my phone on Twitter. That takes too long. I'd rather type on a keyboard. Anyways, so my body and my fucking back and my legs are pretty fucking sore because I was sitting over 6 hours for WrestleMania. I tried to stand up, walk around a little bit, but still, I'm fucking stiff, I'm drained, I'm tired, and I'm going to get on with and be done with this review. Hell in a Cell. Undertaker comes in. It wasn't really a match. They were just fighting and brawling and beating the hell out of each other and basically just trying to survive and not lose. Shane locked on a Hell's Gate or some MMA submission. I forgot what it's called. Triangle choke, I think. Triangle choke. Undertaker did not tap. Shane had a shoulder spin. Ref counted 1, 2. So Shane had to break the hold. Break the submission. Then The Undertaker locked on Hell's Gate. Shane did not tap. And then I believe Shane started cutting the wiring of the cage or getting one of the cages loose. And then Undertaker drove him through it. So one side of the cage entirely fell over on an announcer's table. Shane was laid out. Shane looked dead tired, like he was fucking drained. He's got the hell beat out of him. Then The Undertaker goes up on a giant, I don't know what it was, a giant little stage. Undertaker stood up on with Shane. And then Undertaker does this. He's about to put Shane tombstone him off of that little stage, probably through the announcer's table. That would have been insane. But no, Shane locks on a sleeper and a choke. Sleeper hold is choking Taker out. Taker starts going down to his knees, but instead he stands up, moves sideways, falls backwards, and puts Shane through the announcer's table and falls on top of Shane McMahon. That was a great spot. Great instincts by The Undertaker to do that, to survive and not be choked out. But then Shane hit The Undertaker with a toolbox, I believe. And then knocked out The Undertaker, hit him with the TV monitor. Taker was laid out on the table again, like he was on Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn. So Taker's laid out, passed out, but Taker's laying there a damn long time, so I'm happy Taker actually moved, because he's laying there too long. I mean, if Undertaker would have stayed there and let Shane elbow drop and put Taker through the table, that would have been ridiculous, because Undertaker would have not still been passed out. I mean, he was just laying there way too long selling it, so I'm glad he moved and got up. Shane climbs up to the cell. I had a feeling they were going to do a big stunt and do something like this. I said in my predictions of WrestleMania 32, I said it. That Shane McMahon was going to climb up to the top of the cage and probably jump off the top of the roof and try to put Taker through a table and drop an elbow on Taker on a table. I thought Shane would do this. And he did. He went up to the top. He's laying down on his back on the roof for a while, because I'm sure he's dead tired, and he's probably pretty fucking nervous that he had to jump. I mean, if I had to jump, even though if the table that he crashed through, the table could have been soft and it could have been protected for him, like a crash landing, but whatever. Still, if I was Shane, I would have been scared as fuck to jump and to fall at least 20 feet, maybe higher. Could be 25, 30 feet. Shane falls, and the guy came down quick. I mean, you know how much force he was coming down with, all his body weight coming down at rapid speed. And then Undertaker moves. Shane crashes through the table. That was an insane thing to see. It was insane to watch it. And Shane was up there. I put a short little 20-second video on Twitter recording it. And I said, holy shit, Shane is going to really jump. And I knew he was going to jump. And then he crashes through the table like Mick Foley. But Mick Foley's was way worse, because Mick Foley's... I don't think anybody knew about Mick Foley's except Mick Foley and Undertaker. I don't even know if Vince knew Mick Foley's going to be thrown off the cell. I mean, Mick Foley went flying. He flew at rapid speed, and then he was lucky, and he turned sideways and got his back to crash through the table. Shane, at least, I'm sure Shane got to practice and climb up there during rehearsal. I'm sure he got to practice. But still, if I was Shane, I would have been freaked out and probably pissed my pants if I had to jump from that high of a height. But it was an awesome, awesome WrestleMania moment. Shane McMahon jumping off the cell, crashing through the table was a fucking awesome WrestleMania moment that I will remember forever. So thank you, Shane McMahon, for doing that. You're 46 years old. You are fucking insane. And I'm sure you did that just to please the fans and deliver. And you did deliver. Shane, you are fucking insane. Thank you, Shane. Anyways, also, Shane hit a coast-to-coast. The guy's a 46-year-old man, but he still hit coast-to-coast. That was damn impressive. But then Undertaker gets in the ring. Shane told him to still bring it. Come on, Taker. And then Taker took him in the ring. He was dead. Shane couldn't even stand. Taker picks him up, tombstone, When Taker tombstoned Shane 1, 2, 3, I know it was over. When Taker hit that tombstone, I thought there's no way in hell Shane is kicking out, and pretty sad. Shane won't be the GM of Raw or running it. But maybe Shane will try to appear on Raw tomorrow to talk about what he had over Vince's head, but I doubt it. I do not expect to see Shane appear on any more WWE programming, which is pretty sad. I think Shane is gone. He's gone for a long time again, I think. Up next was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I know this video's long, but too bad. The fucking show is 6 hours long, so what do you expect? If the show is only 3 hours or 2 hours, this video would be under 40 minutes. Anyways, up next was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which I forgot about it. I forgot about Ambrose and Lesnar at WrestleMania, and I also forgot that the Andre Battle Royal was going to take place. Had the Social Outcasts were in it. Who else? Damien Sandow made an appearance. The one appearance a year for Damien Sandow that WWE puts him on TV once a year in the WrestleMania Battle Royal, where he gets thrown out in 1 minute, which was fucking ridiculous and pathetic for WWE and whoever came up with that decision, Vince or the creative team, to throw out Damien Sandow within a minute. Well, whoever came up with that, fuck you. That was pathetic and fucking lazy-ass, stupid-ass booking to bury Damien Sandow again. Just fucking, I'm so fed up with how they treated Damien Sandow, how they have treated him, and treated Fandango, and before Fandango, Zack Ryder. But thank God Zack Ryder is the Intercontinental Champion at least. Damien Sandow, the guy can work any character and get it over. But they refuse to let him work. They refuse to put him on Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views. They just refuse to do it. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. The only time you can see Damien Sandow is if you go to a live event or watch Superstars or Main Event. Maybe he'll appear on there. I don't know why they don't want to use the guy. The guy's super talented, and they bury him and bury him and bury him. So, I'm so fed up. I fucking hope they release Damien Sandow so he can go somewhere else and maybe do something. He'd be more happy than being in WWE. Maybe he would not want to be in wrestling anymore. I don't know. But if I was Damien Sandow, I would be fucking miserable. And I'd ask for my release a long time ago. Probably after last year when they quit using Mizdow, and then they fucking gave him Macho Man Randy Savage ripoff fucking parody, Macho Man parody gimmick, which was ridiculous. They gave him Macho Man doll, and he even got that over. But then they fucking quit using him, which is fucking ridiculous that they don't use Damien Sandow, a guy that is super talented, and if pushed right, he could be a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Or at least Intercontinental Champion. I think Damien Sandow, I think he was a US or Intercontinental Champion once. I don't remember. I think he's even a Tag Champions once with Cody Rhodes. I don't really remember. I know he had Money in the Bank, and then Cena buried him by beating him for money when he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and then Sandow lost, which was stupid. Whatever. I hope Sandow asks for his release to say, fuck you, WWE, give me my release after WrestleMania. Hopefully, I think Damien Sandow will get a WrestleMania payday, so good for him. The Andre Battle Royal. Social Outcasts were in it. Tatanka was in it for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they just asked a couple legends if they wanted to be in the Andre Battle Royal, and it would have made no sense to have legends win the Andre Battle Royal. But whatever. They wanted to use Tatanka. Good for Tatanka. I'm happy he got a payday. DDP came out. He got a good reaction. I was happy to see DDP in the Andre Battle Royal. Kane was in there. Big Show. Shaq, the former basketball player. Shaq came out, made an entrance. I think this shocked the crowd because they were pretty excited to see Shaq. I was excited to see Shaq. This was his first ever WWE match. Shaq is a fucking giant. The guy is massive. The guy's gained a lot of weight also, but who cares about that? I'm just saying Shaq in a WWE ring in a Battle Royal was pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it. And Shaq faced off with the Big Show a little bit. And then Fandango was dancing in front of the Big Show and Shaq for what reason? I don't know why, just to piss them the fuck off and get thrown out of the Battle Royal, because that's what happened. Big Show grabs Fandango, tosses him over the top rope like a piece of trash. How WWE Creative has treated Fandango like a piece of trash. He's thrown out of the Battle Royal within a minute, or probably less, probably 50 seconds or 40 seconds. He was in there dancing. Fandango, another guy. I'm fed up with the WWE not treating him right. The guy is a great talent. The guy could talk. The guy could wrestle. The guy looks good. He has an it factor, but they refuse to push him. They refuse to use Fandango except on main event and superstars. And when Fandango made his appearance on Raw, he just lost to Jericho, which was pathetic. So I hope Fandango, after he gets his WrestleMania payday, I hope he asks for his release and he gets it. Even if WWE releases Sandow and Fandango, I'll be happy for them because they'll be out of that company. Because they have been totally underutilized and misused really badly. So the winner of the Andre Battle Royal, my pick was Mark Henry. I picked Mark Henry to win. I thought he might win because he was in his hometown of Texas. But no, Mark Henry loses. The winner of the Andre Battle Royal was NXT superstar Baron Corbin was in the Andre Battle Royal. It was good to see Corbin. He's a pretty good heel. I'm a fan of his. He's a good heel, good big man. Good for Baron Corbin that he won the Andre Battle Royal. Hopefully he's on the main roster tomorrow on Raw. And hopefully Baron Corbin, as Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner in 2016, hopefully Corbin is pushed and used the right fucking way by Creative. So good for Baron Corbin. I'm happy for him. Up next, we had The Rock come out with a flamethrower, which was weird. Before that, we had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, a ton of them, looked like 20s cheerleaders, or full cheerleading full-time squad. They were dancing on the stage to AC/DC, which it's always great to hear AC/DC. I love them. Anyways, it was good to see Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They're all smoking hot and good to look at. Anyways, so The Rock comes out with a flamethrower. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm drained from WrestleMania and I'm drained from talking about the entire event. It was too long. As I said, it should have ended after 6 hours. Shouldn't have went 7 hours. Anyways, The Rock comes out, cuts a promo, says, "We have made history. I told everybody that this WrestleMania was going to break records and make history." Then The Rock announces, "You have made history here. You have broken the attendance record, the all-time attendance record for a WrestleMania and for a WWE event. 101,000, I don't remember the entire number. I mean, I put it on Twitter, 101,360 something, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know it's 101,000 people. So I'm sure, I don't think WWE would lie. I'm pretty sure they could sell 101,000 tickets. I'm pretty sure they did. Anyways, good for WWE, is a long-time WWE guy. I mean, I grew up watching WWE. They were my favorite company since a kid. Since I was 3 years old, I followed the WWE. And I do get pissed off at them sometimes. The shit they do is just stupid and wrong and pointless. It doesn't make any sense a lot of the time, the stuff they do. But deep down, I'm still a WWE fan for life. And probably forever, for the rest of my life. So I will always support WWE and watch all their pay-per-views. And as a long time WWE fan for over 25 years, I'm just very, very happy for the company that they drew 101,000 people. As a WWE fan, it puts a big smile on my face and makes me really, really happy that they drew such a big crowd, and that hopefully WWE from the media can get some fucking respect for drawing such a big crowd, because no other entertainment events can really do that. I mean, maybe soccer in Europe probably draws 100,000, but I can't think of any events in the United States that draw 100,000. Especially entertainment events. I'm not talking about really sporting events, because I'm sure Olympics can draw 100,000 people, but that's Olympics. I'm talking about entertainment. WWE is entertainment. Sports entertainment. Nobody can draw 101,000 except for WWE, in my opinion, in entertainment. So, The Rock comes out, cuts his promo, said you made history, and then Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family's music hit, which I did not expect to see Bray Wyatt. I forgot about Bray Wyatt. I forgot he was part of the roster. So I was happy to see Bray Wyatt. He comes out, does back and forth with Rock on the mic, is pretty entertaining. And then Rock basically owned him on the mic and owned the Wyatt family, calling them Doug Dynasty rejects and stuff like that, saying Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman, you both have the same mother and father, or something like that. It was weird. Anyways, not the same mother and father. That, I don't know, they're incest brothers or something. Something like that. And then Bray Wyatt says, I'm going to destroy you, Rock, because you're everything that's wrong about everything. And then Bray says, we're going to have a match. And Rock says, we're going to have a match right here, right now. Rock pulls his shirt off and pants off, and he has his wrestling tights on, and his boots, and his knee pads. It puts his elbow pad on. The Rock is ready to fucking go. The Great One is ready to wrestle. But then Bray Wyatt doesn't wrestle. Eric Rowan gets in the ring, gets rock bottomed 1, 2, 3, and loses in 6 fucking seconds. And then, after that, Wyatt family tries to attack Rock, but John Cena comes out, makes a save. John Cena returns, and Michael Cole marked out like a fanboy. He screams, "You didn't think John Cena was going to miss another WrestleMania, did you? John Cena is back!" And putting over Cena. Screaming, Cena is not going to miss a WrestleMania. Cena is back. And then JBL is saying, I don't think he's healed. There's no way he's healed. Well, I'm pretty sure John Cena was cleared already by the doctors. I believe he's cleared a week ago or yesterday. Sometime. I did hear Cena has been cleared to return to the ring. It was rumored that he was coming back in July, that Cena wasn't going to be cleared until July. Well, they just put that out there to fool everybody, because he returned at WrestleMania. Cena didn't wrestle. He just came in, did the attitude adjustment, and then him and The Rock celebrated. Rock hit the people's elbow, which was great to see. I mean, if you're not a fan of The Rock and his promos, there's something wrong with you, because the guy is entertaining. Anyways, Cena and The Rock celebrate. Cena holds up The Rock's hand and they go to the back. It was a good WrestleMania moment. Now the main event. which I thought should have some interference in it. Like Finn Balor interfering, helping Triple H in the Ballard Club. But no, that didn't happen. Stephanie was talking and yelling and doing a long dialogue before Triple H's entrance. She was talking a lot, ripping Dallas really bad, calling them peasants and losers and stuff like that. It was pretty funny. And she was dressed weird, like she was dressed like a hooker. Anyways, it was weird. She was like had her entire legs exposed and looked like she's wearing just panties and high boots and a fucking long black jacket. It was weird. Her gear was odd. Anyways, but Stephanie was good at her promo. Whatever she said a lot. I don't remember everything she said, but basically putting down everybody to get heat, like she always does. Triple H comes out. First, a video played of all these weird-looking fucking characters, freaky-looking, creepy characters. I think they're skeleton heads or some crazy mask. There were hundreds of them in the video. It was pretty damn cool. Then the entrance came. Triple H had a fucking epic entrance. It was damn good. The guy, Triple H, every year he tops himself and he puts on an epic entrance to the ring at WrestleManias. In WrestleMania 30, Triple H had a great entrance. 31, the Terminator, that was great. And this year was great. I mean, I didn't see the entire entrance because I was on Twitter, but I'm going to have to watch it back. Probably tonight. Anyways, not the entire event. Probably just the Divas match and the Triple H's entrance. And I want to see how Lana did, because I didn't see all her parts in the ring. Main event, basically Roman comes out, gets booed out of the building. They probably cut the mics down so people couldn't hear all the boos. And there were some fans in the front row chanting for Roman. Not many. Anyways, Roman keeps hitting Superman punches, which is fucking old, and I'm sick of seeing that. And then Roman accidentally spears Stephanie. That's pretty great. Crowd popped and marked out and actually popped for something that Roman did. Roman is a babyface. This is what I think of him as a babyface. It is bad. He needs to be a fucking heel. But whatever. It's stupid as hell that he's babyface and that he won the title as a babyface. He better fucking turn heel on Raw tomorrow. Or else that'll be a big time fail. Big time drop of the ball by the WWE and Vince. Anyways, Roman wins. He hit like 5 Superman punches, which was ridiculous. Triple H had the sledgehammer. He missed. Roman went off the ropes, speared him. 1, 2, 3. Roman is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So I predicted that wrong. I thought Triple H would retain somehow by interference from the Ballard Club. But no, that didn't happen. I rate this WrestleMania. Some people probably don't think it was a 7 or 8. From 1 to 10, I give this WrestleMania 32, I give it a 7.5. Because of Foley, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, because of the Divas Women's Triple Threat, and because of, the entrance. Sasha Banks, great entrance. Triple H, great entrance. Hell in a Cell was pretty good. What Shane did was fucking insane. That was great. That was a WrestleMania moment. And what else was Brock and Ambrose was pretty good. 13 suplexes. That's damn good. Anyways, I give this WrestleMania 32 a 7.5. I think it's better than WrestleMania 29. I think it's better than WrestleMania 27. And probably better than WrestleMania 26 also. But WrestleMania 32, my opinion, was not better than 31. But it wasn't bad. WrestleMania 32 was better than probably over 10 WrestleManias I can name. Hope you enjoyed my WrestleMania 32 review. Sorry I went long, but the fucking show was like 7 hours. So I apologize. I went long. But at least I didn't go 7 hours like WrestleMania 32 did. Hope you enjoyed my WrestleMania 32 review. I'll be back to do a Raw after WrestleMania review. Hopefully Raw after WrestleMania is a great, big fucking show. Hopefully something great happens on it. Like Bayley debuting, or Enzo and Cash debuting, or Samoa Joe debuting, or Finn Balor debuting. Hopefully something big happens on Raw tomorrow night. I'll be live tweeting it the entire 3 hours live at TNA WWE Guy. So follow me on Twitter and follow my other account at TNA WWE Guy, at NXT WWE Guy. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy any of my videos in the past, subscribe to my channel, like it, like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, retweet my links on my videos if you enjoy them. Bye for now, everybody. WrestleMania 32 was not as bad as a lot of people are saying. If they're saying it was under, if they're saying it was a 5 or 6, they're wrong. It was a 7 or 7.5. Anyways, it was better than 26, 27, and 29. Definitely better than those. And better than 11 and 2. Anyways, bye for now, everybody.